viewers, first of all, I want to apologize for the breakdown of our first probe. For over 2 days, and on the program, the whole thing collapsed because we saw while every setup in the system was all right. And as a result of that, we decided to cancel the program and postpone it for tomorrow by sincerely apologize, okay, for that program loss. As I was saying, we're coming back again live with our two guests. It is important that program holds. Now, so many people have been asking me different questions, and I want to use this opportunity to leverage what we've lost so that today will not just pass by. If you have any question whatsoever you want to ask us on the live program, it doesn't matter what kind of question it is, as long as it has to do with what we've been saying on this platform or what we've been doing on this platform, how we've been doing it on a live program, okay? Bring it forward, all right? So that we can, as a family, tackle it. Everything that we've been discussing on this program, everything that we've been saying, the videos we've been putting out, it's a public scrutiny of BVI Channel 1. Let us use this opportunity to appraise BVI Channel 1 publicly. I know it just prompted on my mind for us to just do it as a way of catching up to what we've lost for today's program. But nevertheless, we'll be coming back fully on the live interactive section with respect to our program, which we scheduled today. So you can make use of the number you're seeing right here on the screen, +234-810-4545-533. You can send it through WhatsApp as a text message. You can call direct line on the same number and convey your question, and I can assure you we will address them promptly. And I think some other people are already dropping their question, and I'll try as much as possible to briefly answer them as we proceed. I'll try as much as possible to briefly answer them as we proceed. So if you have any question, please drop it, and I'll be very brief in answering some of those questions. Somebody asked from the WhatsApp, we've got a message. Somebody is asking, when will Biafra come? When will Biafra come? My simple answer to this question, whenever it comes, is that Biafra is already here. We are already in Biafra. We are Biafrans. What matters is, what do we make out of Biafra? And people are still expecting when Biafra will be declared as an independent nation before we start fixing our homeland. I don't share that view that we should wait until Biafra comes before we start fixing our roads, before our schools will start working, before our educational system will start working, our healthcare service system will start working, our security will be ensured, infrastructural development, creation of jobs, and the rest of them. Some people have argued that everything should be put to a stop until Biafra comes. But the same people have never put their business on a stop until Biafra comes. The same people asking the same question have never said that they should stop getting married until Biafra comes, or they should stop schooling until Biafra comes. While we are still here pursuing our independence, as a people. We as a nation should start fixing our homeland. Do you know why? I will elaborate on this very question on my subsequent video, which I'll be publishing as usual. I believe that we should start now to start fixing our homeland. Biafra is here. We are Biafrans living in Biafran land. So, and nothing stops us from start fixing their homeland. Unfortunately, using the sweat and the blood of our people to fix their economy, to fix the educational system, to set up ultra-modern infrastructures, go to their real estate investment. It is, in fact, it is second to Dubai, what they are doing in Lagos State as we speak. Talking about transport system, what they are doing there is something that you can see in UK, in other Western countries. They have developed a model already, while we are here, saying that everything should stop. No, I don't believe in that. We should start now to start the economy, to start fixing our homeland, to start bringing our wealth home. And it can only be guaranteed when you have good governance in Igbo land, and by extension, Biafra land as a whole. So that is my answer to that question. I will elaborate on that later. And another question is, why are you always talking about Nigeria politics? Well, so some of, and my belief and my pursuit, that I believe strongly in the Biafra agitation for their freedom. And I believe also, and I know vividly well, that independence agitation is a political process. No matter how you try to look at it, from whatever angle you want to look at it from, it is a political process. It will take dialogue, it will take negotiations, it will take political decisions for that to happen. Shy away from playing not the politics of Nigeria, but the politics of Biafra, the kind of politics that will pave way for Biafra to be established, for Biafra to gain their independence. That is the kind of politics I am talking about. And I'm talking about it in our homeland, that we need people who share the same aspirations, people who are feeling the heat with the people, with the ordinary people, to represent the general aspiration of our people in our homeland. Because they are the ones that we have been blaming the political leaders. They are saboteurs, they have done this, they have done that. No, we should not fold our arms and watch those who are bent on keeping us in perpetual slavery to continue running our affairs in our homeland. We need people who can make decisions that will enable our people to come back home and invest. Because that's never our people to come back home to invest. And that can only happen through leadership, political leadership in Igbo land, and by extension, Biafra land as a whole. Don't get it twisted whenever I say in Igbo land, and by extension, Biafra land as a whole. Because I am Igbo-centric. Then after being an Igbo-centric, then I'm Biafra-centric. So you have to understand that. Now, more questions are coming in. Let me be quick in addressing all these questions one after the other. So, when I talk about politics, I talk about the politics of Biafra, the politics that will deliver our much needed freedom. Why are you a saboteur? You know, this word, saboteur. You know, in the Biafra struggle especially, whenever you have a different opinion as to what to be done, as to approach to be followed, when you have a different opinion or approach to a particular issue, especially with respect to Biafra agitation, with some people, that person will name you a saboteur. If you say, let us follow referendum, and I say, let us follow civil disobedience, I will now call the other person saboteur. That is the mentality our people have cultivated, which is working against us, unfortunately. So that is my answer to that question. You should relieve yourself from that mentality of when you have who is also pursuing what you are pursuing, who desire the same thing you desire, but with different approach. you name the person a saboteur. You have to, work on your mentality. Every one of us, we are all guilty of this. So nobody is exempted. So we should start now to change that mindset. So that when Biafra comes, we will not kill ourselves, suspecting ourselves. We will remain years without moving forward. Because everything somebody says that is different from what you say, you will now begin to label that person a saboteur, the enemy of the... In fact, it will be cacophonic. It will be chaos. So please, I will come back on this issue of saboteur and address it maybe on our next program, Biafra Discourse. Thank you for that question. Can Nigeria ever work? My simple answer to this question is capital no. Capital no. That is the truth. Capital no, hell no. Nigeria, with the way it is structured, Nigeria as it is today can never work. It has never worked. It will never work. It has never worked. It is not working, and it will never work. That is my own. The only solution to Nigeria problem is going back to the foundation, and that is part of the thing we are supposed to discuss tonight, but unfortunately we were truncated. But we are going to come back tomorrow to take that live broadcast. Thank you for that question, and we move on to the next one. Someone have already dropped a comment, said Janet Amanze from the live chat said, which wealth home when the people are being killed? You see, that is exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. The reason why our people are not bringing their wealth home is because of the situation of things back home. And today it is getting worse. Talking about security challenges. What resulted to security challenges we have today in Igbo land and by extension Biafra land as a whole? Even across Nigeria, it is because of leadership failure. That's why when I talk about politics of Biafra, and don't forget what Biafra represents, equity, justice, fairness, innovation. These are what is lacking in the Nigerian political scene, especially in Igbo land. And that resulted to this issue of killing. Our people have run away from our freedom. How are we going to get that? How are we going to get our freedom when we are busy building our wealth outside our homeland? And how can our people even bring back their wealth home when you have psychopaths, when you have never-do-wells, when you have people without vision governing our homeland? How can that be possible? Especially now that you have high level of insecurity. So my brother, our people, we must get it right through the political process. We must know how we have to solve this problem. It is not a matter of everybody talking and talking and talking. Everybody just mopping up everything, no strategy, no plan. You have to identify a problem and also figure out a way to solve that problem. And one of the ways we should start from is identifying our biggest obstacle in our development as a people and our freedom as a whole. And that starts from, we have always accused the political class of sabotaging the process. And I have suggested we must take an overhaul of the system, political leadership in our homeland. We must overhaul it and bring in people who have your aspiration at heart. People who share the same aspiration as you do for your freedom and for your development and advancement as a people. Men without fear, men with vision, men with courage to do the needful. And until we do that, we will continue experiencing capital flight and the skills flight. Our people, after graduating, we go outside our homeland to seek for the jobs created by our own people outside our homeland. They build their factories outside. They build everything outside. They establish their businesses outside. They ply their trade and their professional outside. Many go beyond the shores of this country to Europe, to America, to Asia, as engineers, doctors, and specialists in different fields, doing well, while we lag behind. That is because there is no conducive environment for them to strive. And that is as a result of failed leadership. The only way to correct that is through a political revolution. The politics of Biafra. That is what I have talked about earlier on. And we understand that some people say that our lines are breaking. Yes, that is because of bad network. We hope to upgrade, and that's why we always solicit for your assistance, because we're almost running as an NGO, doing this service to the Biafran people and to the Nigerian people and African people as a whole. Taking all the risk. The least we can do is to assist in what we are doing. And I think with that, I'll be wrapping up on this very series and the questions, the 5 questions we've got, and we have addressed them. And I want to appreciate every one of you who are following what we are doing. Until we achieve good governance, we may not be able to get it right. And it starts from our homeland. And it starts from you and I joining hands together to do the needful. Thank you very much for this series, and I hope when we come back tomorrow, 6 p.m. to continue our program for today, we will all have an opportunity for us to explore what we got to talk about. So thank you. May God bless you all. Stay safe at all times. Bye-bye.